in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome on back in. Hope you guys had a great weekend, relaxed, studied, got some work done, and ready to go for another week. We're closing out this month strong. It's only halfway there. Let's have a good one. If you got any questions, send them in the chat. We'll be live on ASFX TV this week as we are every single morning. So if you want to join that, the link's down below, or you can find that on ASFX TV and get your first month free. But we'll touch on that in just a little bit. Overnight's looking like some buyers want to step on in. So looking good. Definitely last week was really good for I think the entire stream. There was no real ugly days, was there? I don't really think so. I'm sure there was. I think Wednesday was maybe pretty slow in the afternoon. Or Thursday in here, but we can go into all that if you guys got any questions, but nothing really too hot over the weekend. Of course, I will say Top One Futures is still running their sales. So if you need an account with them, I think it's still 50% off these new Elite Dailies. Has anyone tried these? I have not tried these. I'm probably going to buy one this week. Actually, on Wednesday, we have Clay from Top One Futures, the founder, coming on stream. So, like I said, we'll be on ASFX TV every day. So, let's just go there real quick. Here, it'll be live at the Open at 9:25. So, about 40 minutes or so, we'll be live here. And then, for anyone that's familiar with the streams, there's been a slight schedule change. The New York sessions are the same, but the Kill Zone streams, led by Zach, and now James is joining him, they're Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So it used to be Tuesday through Thursday, right? The middle of the week. Now it's every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Still the same time, 1 o'clock. And when you come here to ASFX TV, you can see the schedule Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday. There's the full schedule next week as well. So any questions on that, you guys could always find the schedule on there. But that's what we're cooking with this week. Slight change, but that's what Zach and James wanted to do. I guess they're finding their better trades on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever they want to do. We'll do it. So that's the new update on that. Nothing else changes. ASFX TV is the same. Still 3 streams a week for the afternoons and still 5 here in the morning. So let's just go over today overnight. I got no trades on. Clean bounce here looks like at 5:45. Higher low from the changeover. I think Randy had a long overnight. Definitely buyers in control out of the gate. What happens? It returns to VWAP, the favorite VWAP. Get another bounce. So ideally, we get another pullback here at the open. We buy it off the low price, and boom, we go higher. Now, zooming back out, it is a fresh week. We'll keep an eye on news this week, but zoom on out from last week. It was pretty bearish to end pretty much since Wednesday, right? Monday, we found the longs coming into the weekend. Everyone filled that gap. Okay, cool, great. Tuesday was slightly bullish as well, but then Wednesday's when it started really turning into lower highs and lower lows. So even the same thing on Friday. What was Friday's trade that we took? I think I took a long, an ugly long, as you might not recognize my long down here off of no VWAPs, but I think this markup maybe helps. Is that the same markup? No. What's this markup? What is this markup? It's the same markup twice. Okay. Anyways, we'll look at this markup. It's fine. So the long is just from the extreme. Now, this is not in Futures 2.0, not something I'm taking 10 times out of 10. I'll fall into it every now and then, trying to play that we're not really trending, right? That we're kind of maybe going to be stuck within this range of, if you look on the left side, the 15-minute, the low of day at like 3 a.m. And the New York Open came in bullish to set the high, saying, I don't know if we're going to make a lower low, a higher high, and another lower low. We could, but holy shit, that'd be kind of ugly price action, not trending at all. So I'm willing to find out after such a big move away from VWAP if we can just get a little bit of crawl back. That makes sense before I go on with this trade. I don't want anyone to be confused on the idea behind that. We're not going to be trending, right? If it had been clean, lower highs and lower lows, then sure, I'd probably be looking for like trend continuation, not just short, but like trend to continue. But this already isn't trending very much. Like I said, we made a new higher high, lower low, higher high, a lower, like that's not trending. That's just very sporadic. So let's just go over there real quick on the chart. You can see somewhat wrong. I was wrong, I suppose. We did trend a little bit lower, did make that lower low in like the close on a Friday. So I'm not even watching it. But I mean, geez, Asia session, new lower low, higher high, lower low. Intraday, right? But you zoom on out from Wednesday, like I'm saying, yeah, still lower highs and lower lows. So this pop up here on Friday was the lower high from the previous days. And then the previous days back there, right? So that makes sense. So still definitely bearish trend in that regard. I only say that because obviously anything could happen today on a Monday, fresh week. We'll get into the contract rollover in a second. this could be the next lower high from back here on Friday, and then the one on Thursday, and then come back down, right? Because it is a short term bearish trend for the last 3 days. It could want to come back down. But you also have to say, well, what's been happening so far? Well, so far it's been nothing but buyers above this VWAP. So keep it as simple as that. So I'm looking for longs until we can crack below this previous day's POC. Until then, I think anywhere within here could be a higher low and we move back higher. All right, so that's how I'm reading things today with the buyers in control overnight above these value area levels. We're even above the high right now. It's buyers in control. But we'll see what the open wants to do. We know the open can change the sentiment real quick and change our bias. Luigi, what's up, my man? How are you? How was your weekend? Feeling good? Good week last week? My calendar is looking pretty damn good this month. Damn. Some would call that perfect. I have 80% win rate on that day. I traded 5 times, but also it's to different accounts. We pop that open. So I took a pre-market trade here. You can see at 814. Shame on me. Pre-market trading. Small little win on the Ignite account. So I'm trading the top one futures Ignite. You can see here. The consistency score on that is 15. So on a 50K, you're looking to make $2,500. And again, I have YouTube videos on all of these. If you go to my channel here, you go to playlists. There's a top one futures playlist. So there's now 5 videos in there. There's going to be a 6th one coming out. But anyways, 15%. So on 15% consistency to a $2,500 target, the most you should make is 375, aka 372. Take me out once we get to max profit, right? I have to take profit in mathematically on what would be max profit. So it smoked me out there pre-market. Cool, great. That account's done for the day. Then we come into the New York session. You can see 10:15, 45 minutes after the open, take a loss. But at 11:08, almost an hour later, we bounce back with another trade, right? So one pre-market trade, then a loss at the open, make it back. Now these are different accounts in the late morning, afternoon. So that was Wednesday. That's why you see 5 trades on there, but it was not all on the same account. So we'll work on those today. We got contract rollover. So right now I'm not logged into my top one futures accounts. We'll see if I trade that one first. The price action is looking clean. So I probably do want to. I know it's the contract rollover. I already put it on the M. If you go to bar chart, I think it is, barchart.com, I used to watch the volume on here. You could see ESM, the June contract. What's the volume on that bad boy? 260,000. What about the March? Is March even on here? It's not even on here. September. That's strange. Look at the June, September. All right. ESU, ESM. So we'll keep an eye on the volume. Yeah, 178. That didn't look right. I don't know why that's even on here. Can I put it by leaders? Like who's... I probably could put it in order from highest to lowest, but either way on my trading view, I switched us to the June contract. So for that, anyone else, you just type in, let's just do micros because that's what many of you are on. Type in MES, and then on the top one where it's the American flag, click the drop down arrow and you'll see all the contracts available. And then we were on the H for March. Now I'm on the M for June for the micros and the minis. I already took it off, but if you looked at both of them, they probably looks the same price action wise, but I didn't even look to see if the price was different. Sometimes that happens. But any questions on that? Any questions on the trade from last Wednesday? Trades at all last week? Or what we're setting up here pre-market looking to do here at the open? I think Randy had a long at the changeover. I don't know if anyone had a long at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. in the London session, but it's a clean bounce. I didn't even look at it. Let's go to the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, it's going to look like, oh, yeah. Yeah, so it chops around it for a little bit of time, but then eventually get that pop. Now we're above every value area level. The high right here, we've been above the POC, which is right where it bounced off of. And then what about NQ? Probably very similar. Oh, yeah. Right off the overnight view up. Never a doubt. POC is a little bit lower, but best case scenario, buyers step back in. We have a nice, strong, bullish week. Worst case scenario, this is just another lower high from Thursday and Friday, and we come back down. But who wants that? Especially on Wednesday being bearish too. We're still above Monday's low, right? Yeah, Monday when we started off that news from the war, still bullish from there. So is this our big picture higher low? Working back into last week's high sometime this week? Not necessarily today. I didn't even look on financial juice. But let's just go to Forex Factory real quick and see if there's anything hot and pressing this week. Monday, that's today. Cat already had some news. Nothing during the New York session. Tuesday, nothing. Pending home sales. PPI on Wednesday. That's pre-market, but definitely could shake it up. And then FOMC on Wednesday. Not looking to cut rates. So maybe Wednesday might see some noise before 2 o'clock. Be cautious of that. And then Thursday, nothing too hot. And Friday, nothing. So it's really just Wednesday. Wednesday pre-market and Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So of all days, Wednesday's the heaviest news day. Nothing today, nothing tomorrow. All right, so keep that in mind when you look for price action and volatility. But like I said, there we go. So down here, when you see the indicator now turned on, all the VWAPs below us, I would be interested in us coming a little bit lower here in the next 30 minutes into the open, as well as at the open. We find the bounce off VWAP and move back higher. It's probably going to, if that does happen, we don't want to forecast too much. If we go back to last Monday, is that going to be this? So similarly, we're bullish pre-market here on the left. It comes down at the open, but just closer to that black VWAP that we have on right here, right? Now we would go back. When it reclaims the New York VWAP, buyers are stepping back in. Okay, this was probably our pullback. Now let's go back higher in the direction of trend. Pretty similar, right? So we'll keep an eye on that, but flexible. I'll trade either direction. I do not care. So Friday's trade you saw very out of pocket in terms of the setups, where this one on Thursday, it doesn't get any prettier than this one. I tweeted it out, screenshot this markup, whether you're on a phone or a computer. This is the one that you want to be looking for just in relation to VWAPs, stop loss, and exit, right? You have to wait until 9:52. Can you wait 22 minutes to find a clean trade? Hopefully. Then it pulls back. You get 20 points in 4 minutes. Go on with your day. Pretty easy, pretty simple. Now, they're not all this perfect, but on Thursday, when it is that perfect, you got to hope to maximize on it a little bit. I was on the NQ version of it, a little bit longer, but same thing. I'm done by 10:30, so an hour, but I got in at 10:05. So you got to wait 25 minutes to be told you're right and get that profit, but that's not a long time. Feels like a long time when you're sitting in drawdown chop for 10 minutes. It feels like this is the longest trade of your life, but then once it starts going, I'm sure you're pretty pleased with it. Thursday was clean. Wednesday was the one we went over with all those trades. Tuesday, I think, was clean as well. What was this one? This was the one I missed on stream. Austin and Randy took this one on the reclaim of New York. You can see back above both of these VWAPs of New York and the overnight. So now for anyone that's new or just unfamiliar, even though they've been on stream, when you guys sign up for ASFX TV, like I said, first month free, the link's down below. You can see it on the bottom of the screen there. You get access to the 3 courses on there. I would suggest going through 101, then 2.0, and you'll see the strategy of what we're trading, why we're taking these setups that I all have marked up, because they're all taught here in about 3-4 hours. So go through this update once you guys are done with the sessions. Don't do it while you're trading. Give it your focus in the afternoons and the evenings. Ideally, you studied it over the weekend and you're ready to go, but it'll take some time. Watch it twice, 3 times, whatever you need, and then tune into the streams, start taking the trades with us, ask them questions, know what we're looking for and what we're avoiding, and then pretty simple. So that way you're not just lost expecting a signal call out from me, because I will not give it to you. YM clean as well.
I'm yelling at my wife, bro. I'm sorry I'm late. I had to.
Just cannot leave. I'm
Sorry,
rooting for longs, but if we get long this week, we're going to be right back into all this chop. But I guess that's the price you have to pay to be bullish. I'd rather that than us separate from this zone to the downside. I'd like us to get out of this daily chop to the upside. Go make a new all-time high. It's been months. It's been October.
Can you hear me?
Halloween was the last all-time high on NQ. ES was a little bit more recent at January, but still a lot more bearish.
Hello?
You muted? I don't hear him.
You're muted.
Let's see.
Got your sound off.
Yeah, is it muted? What the fuck?
Hi, everybody. Good morning.
This was like a couple weeks ago. Can you hear him, chat?
Yeah, the
'Cause I
chat
don't
can hear
him.
me. It's you, bro. It's you.
What happened a couple weeks ago when I did this? You guys could hear him. I couldn't. What did I have to do? Just leave?
Yeah.
Input, output.
Miles, what's up, buddy? Good morning. Todd, good morning. I got this funny ass Instagram reel going up right now, everybody. You're gonna fucking crack up. I'm yelling at my wife. I'm like, she's yelling at me to go move the chairs for this fucking hurricane coming today or tornado coming, whatever. So I'm like yelling at her. I'm like, you told me you'd buy the VOO last week. Why are we waiting so long to buy the VOO? What's up, gang? Let me get my screen share up here so you can check out what we got cooking. Yeah, so I know Evan was talking to you guys a little bit about the rollover. The rollover is happening today. You definitely want to make sure you update your watch list. We're going to move from the H to the M. So you can literally come into TradingView here, type in micro YM M contract, and then it will pop up right here. And you can add that one to your watch list. Same thing for MNQ. So you do MNQM. Same thing for ES. M, which is the micro, ES, and then that's the asset, and then M is the contract. That's it. And then it pops up. It's pretty easy to do. You know, it's probably one of those terms that just gets thrown around and like it confuses people. They're like, oh my God, the rollover. It's like, it is important, but it's like, what are you going to do? You switch the contracts and you just keep life moving. How'd everybody do this weekend? Did you guys sit in front of your computers all morning or all afternoon and monitor the situation? Did you spend any time outside chilling? Oil coming down this morning. Look at this here, boys. I got a news update for you. It says Iran's ballistic missile launch rate has completely collapsed, 92% from its day one peak, falling from 480 launches per day to just 40 by March 9th. So that's March 9th, which isn't even today. It's the 16th. Interception rates are very high, over 95%. Only 12 people, they're saying, according to Yahoo Finance, have been killed in Israel. Gulf states are the bigger concern, though. Iran actually launched 2.5 times more missiles and 20 times more drones at Gulf states than at Israel. It's interesting. So instead of attacking Israel, they're attacking the UAE. They attack Bahrain. They're attacking Americans or our bases there, which is interesting. Bottom line, Iran's offensive capability is severely degraded, down 92% from peak. So that's the geopolitical stuff. Then on the oil side of it, the dominant story of the weekend is the escalating Israel-U.S. war in Iran, now 16 days old. Overnight strikes hit Isfahan, killing 15 people in Iran, while Iran retaliated with missile barrages that were largely intercepted. Oil briefly broke $100 in the Asian markets, Brent near 104, but now down to 95 on U.S. oil. Markets have slashed the probability of a June rate cut. I talked about that in my Instagram reel this morning, with only 20 basis points of easing now priced in for all of 2026. That's one cut. Equities ended last week red globally. Treasury yields spiked and mortgage rates are up. Yeah, I mean, if you're one of those people that's on the sideline, like, dude, I can't wait to refinance my house when mortgage rates come down, pay attention, because like that was the sentiment of last year. The sentiment of this year is that's not going to happen. You're not going to get those cuts. It just doesn't seem like that. It seems like the war delayed the cuts because the war could kick back inflation. So they're not going to cut things when inflation may rip, and then they might have to cut more. Maybe that's the thought. How you looking now, Ev? Can you hear me?
Yeah, why are you breaking my shit? It's always when you enter.
I don't know, dude. You got to go
Now
watch
I'm on
this.
Safari. Like Chrome just shit the bed. Now I'm on Safari.
I wonder why. Like, why can't you hear me?
Yeah, and then when I try to log back in, like this screen, like the preview of StreamYard is just like a black square. It's like can't see me or hear me. So
Did
happened
you
a few
see?
weeks ago. I got the computer coming tomorrow, so hopefully that just cures it
How's
all.
the desk? How's the desk?
It's good. I'm a little bit further. No, I'm a little
Yeah,
smaller.
yeah, it looks good.
So normally I'm up in there, but I just have one monitor. I'm not gonna put them all up, and I'm gonna take them all down tomorrow when the computer comes. So temporary setup. That's good. I had the standing one, so I was standing on it on Friday when I built it. I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait to use this for a week and then never stand.
Yeah, dude, it kind of sucked. Like all week I was still kind of sick. So like this weekend I was just trying to like rest and recover and get my feet back underneath me.
The crazy thing is when you sent that bouncy house of Leo dunking, I was like, damn, you got to get him his own. And then the next morning you sent one in your basement. I'm like, that's weird. That's
That's
I
weird.
don't. That's
Yeah,
so
well, you
weird.
know me, dude. I'm not going to go out to the like, dude, it was a madhouse there on Saturday. Like, it's a
Yeah.
terrible idea to go there on a Saturday. But I
Uh,
was like, I got to get out of the house. I've been in the house like, because like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I just stayed in resting and being sick. So, like, I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. So then I
yeah.
picked to go to the most crazy germ field place, ever. But he fucking loved it. But
Yeah.
then she bought him the one here because she's like, when she's super pregnant this summer, she ain't going nowhere. So she just wants to pop it up and let him go crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I
So,
was like, oh, my neighbors used to have one like outside, not nearly as like with the slides and stuff, but like just a
yeah,
bouncy house at
yeah,
home.
yeah,
And you pop that open. I'm like, yep, there you go.
yep. So you got your new watch list set up, MYMM,
M
because you need
Y.
the micro YM on the M contract. So it's MYMM. Isn't
Why
that
is there a
weird?
YM in there?
Because you don't put YM on your watch list just to watch
Oh,
it.
fuck YM. I mean, I just have YM1 when I watch
Okay.
YM.
Now I look at the current contract.
But yeah,
Yeah. So
MESM.
you traded rate in between all the value areas all night last night.
Yeah,
I
and
was
ES
kind of
was right off
frustrated
that
this morning. I missed the
EOT.
long, yeah, I missed the long bounce this morning off ES and off. I was awake. I just didn't fucking take it. I wanted to buy it at 10 as it came back through, and just I was like, I just was feeling extra gay this morning, I guess, and I just didn't click the button. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll trade evals today, Ev, on the rollover stuff. I have a TPT one. I have one of the
Yeah,
new
that's what I was saying.
top one accounts.
Yeah, I mean, price action looks super clean right now. It's just a matter of it's a Monday, new week, rollover. What account is closest to payout? Maybe don't rush into that on a Monday. Maybe do that on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Even
where's
if the
yours at?
price action does look clean, time will tell. You'll
So
find a
John,
nice clean winning setup. You're like, oh, I wish I took that on my big account. It's like, whatever. Do it tomorrow.
John's asking me about what account was I trading. The payouts here, John, that I always show everyone stream and everything. Like if you go back, you could see like these amounts here are like weird amounts because they're not sim accounts. This is from the live account. My most recent payout's actually my biggest daily payout with them, almost $1,000. But if you go back to like these payouts here back in November, December, July, like these payouts were all from either their Ignite accounts or their traditional instant funded account. So if you come to the website, these, which are marked as most popular, these are the ones that I've traded the most with. I just think for the price, they're the best accounts, especially now. When I did it, you couldn't copy trade 10. You can copy trade 10 of them now on any account size. So like I would go with the 150 and do some copy trading because then you're going to get a nice fat payout, hopefully in the pursuit of the live account. And then once you have the live account, you have no rules, no consistency score. I think my max daily drawdown is 9,000 of the 15,000. It's ridiculous. So it's like you have no constraints. The only constraint is the contract size. So,
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, yeah, I think a
10
lot of
just
people's plan this week is just try to pass these. I know a lot of our guys last week stocked up on these. So if you got these, it's 3-day pass. You got time. You know what I mean? You don't need to rush.
Yeah, and it could still be 5 days past. It probably will be, but it's
Right.
like you could definitely do very, very close to halfway and halfway.
Right.
But just like if you bag 800, you don't need all 1,500 to get halfway. You could just do 800, 710 the next day, 1,000. Piece yourself there.
I think today or something is the same day that the market crashed in 2020 for COVID.
March
Google
16th, yeah.
Google down
Yeah, check it out.
10%, Apple down 8%. It was the best buying opportunity you were going to get for a while, and it just reminds you. I put up an Instagram reel this morning about like over the last, this is going to be crazy. Since 2009, which it's going to sound crazy, but bro, that's almost 30 years ago. Okay. So let's just call it 20 years. Over the last 20 years, the average duration of a pullback over 5% is only 28 days on average. Some of them, of course, are way larger. So it takes 28 days of pain to offer you good buying opportunities that on average are a 7% pullback. So we're at 5% off the highs right now, I believe, on ES. We can fact check me on that. But I believe we're about 5% as of open today. Yeah, 5%, something like that. So Literally right about average. Guess how many days it's been? 53 days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like basically right on point with that. Not exactly 53. It's a little less than that. So this is a typical average pullback, 47 days. Typical. Little longer than normal, a little shorter than normal, right? So not as bearish, but a little slower, but it's normal. So then I made another reel this morning and I was like, Riley, I told you we need to buy for the retirement accounts on Friday. And she didn't fucking do it. So then this morning she's yelling at me to go pull the chairs in because we're going to get a fucking tornado this afternoon. And I'm like, okay, if you're going to yell at me to go pull the chairs in, I'm going to yell at you to go fucking buy the VOO. Don't be slacking. So if you're retirement savings, boys, if you're doing retirement accounts, this is one of the moments you'll be like, oh, that was a nice little dip buying opportunity. Like Evan says, if you look at the continuous, you're getting the same opportunity to buy November's price. It's a discount.
Yeah, you'll never, very rarely time the bottom of the pullback, so just get on in.
No, it's basically as soon as we're over 5%, I have an amount of dollars in my head that I tell her to buy. And then when we're over 15%, I got a lot more that I'm going to buy, you know? And if we go 25%, I probably sell everything and buy. Because you probably dude, Trader Nick tripled his net worth, I'm pretty sure, just putting all of the money in that he had during the COVID pullback. And he tripled his net worth, maybe more by now.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just getting that one good golden chance when everybody says everything. I mean, dude, arguably we had it when I bought that TQQQ shit in April. Like that was a crazy fucking dip, bro. Back here, right? Like everyone thought tariffs were going to ruin the economy, dropped 21%. It's a great time. That's how I didn't bottom ticket, but we bought. I mean, you remember I had that TQQQ position, made good money on that.
So long ago now. It's so far down in the 5,000s, but it's been such a grind down here.
We're 35, 36% up from those lows right now.
Look how straight up that is, and then just been sideways for those 48 days that you said.
Well, how do markets usually move?
Well, yeah, when we zoom out in 2 years, it's going to look like a higher low, I'm sure. But
you pop it to a weekly, it looks like nothing.
Sitting through it.
Yeah. Like, look at it here. Here. Tight. I think the thing that makes me nervous, though, is like tight compression usually leads to big volatile moves. You know, like, look, there's the COVID crash on a weekly basis, right? So week 1 dropped 2%. Week 2 gap down, dropped 12%. Week 4 of that bullshit dropped another 20. Pulled back, though, and then filled it. So dropped another 15. So top to bottom from the all-time highs, COVID took us down 36%. So if you can get a 30% discount, you fucking load the fucking boat. You load the fuck.
Crazy.
The only time it doesn't work, which is, of course, it could happen at any time, bro. You go back to this. So, but again, if you're buying low, you're going to be okay. If you, on 2008, I mean, the market dropped 57%. So if you started buying at a 30% discount, you were buying it here and it still went down. So then let's just say you bought it here. You didn't break even on that for a year, 2 years. I know that doesn't look like it, but you didn't break even for 2 years. Now you make a shit ton of money after 2 years, but in investing terms, is 2 years even that long? Look at the gold and silver trade I had. It was 5-6 years of holding that, not doing anything. So is 2 years really that long?
Why are you even like checking it every week? It's like it's your retirement account.
You can't. Just buy.
Check back in.
Buy
later.
On discount. Yeah, buy on discount, check it every year. Exactly. And then you could say the same thing, look at 2001, right? So from the peak, if you just started buying here in the .com bubble at 30% discount, which was here, right there, you still took on a 30% drawdown. But because you didn't buy the top, this is a crazy stat. If you were buying up here, bro, I know you know this, but everybody, you didn't break even for what is 2,000 days. I mean, that's 8 years. You didn't break even for 8 years if this was your average price. But by buying it at 30%, you break even in half the time. In 4 years, you're back to break even. So buying when everything is green is stupid. You buy it when it's red. If you feel like you want to buy something because it's high, save the cash, in my opinion. You just save it. And then when we dip again, you buy it and you hold it. Give it 2 years. None of these, if you buy it 30% off, none of the bear markets are going to feel as bad to you. None of them in history, even the Great Depression. But if you're buying at the top, it will feel awful. So it's like, just wait for the 20%. When they will tell you the world is going to end, tariffs are going to ruin America. COVID is going to kill America. The tech bubble is going to kill America. You see what I'm saying? 9/11, kill America. Everything is end of the world. But in reality, it's just a fucking discount. Just a fucking discount. But you don't see that when you're young. So I like talking about this a lot because I want the young guys to save. All the young guys now, listen to TJR and do all this dumb shit with gambling instead of doing this. So it's ass backwards, legitimately ass backwards.
They're funding his retirement account.
Literally.
For sure.
Right. They're funding him to be able to now look like he's a successful trader because he throws around a lot of money. It's because you guys all gave him your fucking money. I'd like a pullback this morning into this overnight VWAP down to 70. Wouldn't you?
That's what I was saying.
I mean, I think Randy would tell us
all night. Keep it simple. It's been buyers.
Yeah. I think, though, this is, as of right now, rejecting value area high, which tells me we may go back to POC.
Got to keep in mind Wednesday to Friday last week was pretty bearish that we're not above yesterday's high yet.
So you see ES is 66.94 and the M contract is 67.43.
Oh, is it really that different?
Yeah, so 94 to 44. So it's off by about 1%. 0.75%. Yeah, so like if you were looking at the other contract, you'd be up here right now.
Just price-wise, but like structure wouldn't be up there, you know what I mean?
No, it looks the same.
Yeah.
All right, you finish up in here. I'll see you on the mainstream. Everybody, ASFX TV, link in my bio. See you in a few.
Sounds good. All right, Chad. Any last questions? We got 10 minutes until stream. Austin's going to fire it up. First month free. The link's down below. But I'm excited. Don't let the FOMC on Wednesday throw you off. Even today with the rollover. It's not like a guarantee of like, oh, shit, it's the rollover. It's going to be super tough. I mean, I could maybe go back and try to find when the last rollover was. I mean, I guess it was what? September 15th, maybe? Or is that too late? No, December 15th and see what trades I took on that day, but just trade what's in front of you, shall we? December 15th. If this was in fact the rollover day, I don't know. Fucking shorted it. Sat through chop, it looks like. Looking at my trade Zello over here. Let's see. Whoops. If this was in fact the rollover December 15th, made some money to the downside. I don't know. Could have been the 16th. But either way, just don't let it throw you off. I mean, we could definitely find clean setups today. It's just a safe suggestion to say if you have an account close to payout or that's been going really well, you don't have to press it today. You could trade a different account. Maybe start that daily elite challenge with top one. Whatever you want. There's no wrong answer. We trade the M contract today. I am logged into the M contract for June. Just because I think it was already carrying the most volume. If you guys go to bar chart here and go to futures, let's see if we could find it. How you guys would find it. Indices, no. Let me see. Calendar, no. Where's like the leaders? There's something leaders. Most active futures? No, we don't want performance leaders. Let's see the most active. Is that going to be it? 10-year note, S&P, March. So March still has 383,000 volume. March. Where's June? Where is June? I don't know. Am I retarded? Maybe not. Oh, here we go. Found it. So June with the minis, 300,000 volume. March isn't even on here. So I'll be trading the June. Long answer made short. Yes. Do we trade the M contracts even though H contract still has more volume? That's what I'm trying to find. Does it though? Or is it like split? I think it was like split like 50-50. Look at the daily chart now, and this is why I have ES1. Not for trading, just for analysis. If you guys go the higher time frame, let's go to the daily chart on this June contract. There's no volume back here. It's just no. So it's not accurate. If you go to the ES1, it's the continuous contract. See all my markups from Futures 2.0. If you guys want to study these real quick, there you go. There's all the markups. So use the continuous contract for like higher time frame analysis. And is anyone on a Project X? If anyone's trading with Project X, they'll roll it over for you. So I guess that'll be our answer. If you're trading over there, they'll make it do the M, then that's the asset we should probably be trading. But I'll keep in touch with this. I'll keep updated at the open, see if this volume changes between June and March. You'll probably be able to trade both of them today, so just keep that in mind. That's why, again, with the no strong answer for you, I'm trading probably my TPT accounts today. And then maybe top one. But I'll probably trade both, but dip the feed in with the TPT as of now. Project X is on March. Okay, yeah. So then probably by tomorrow. And because I think the rollover is done by Friday. So then definitely by later in the week we'll be on June. But today may still be March. So maybe keep them both open. Tricky. It's literally the changeover. It's the rollover today. So many people aren't even trading today because of the where is the volume, how is price action going to move. So that's why, like I'm saying, if you have a challenge account or your account, it may sound counterintuitive that trade the account furthest from payout. Okay, so if you do take a loss, well, now that account's even lower. But it's also like, well, the account that's closer to payout is still close to payout, right? Rather than trade the one that has the biggest buffer, you could afford the loss on there. I guess so, but I'll just be trading the one that doesn't mean as much to me. Haven't lost this month, or I've lost trades. Haven't had a losing day this month, so I kind of want to keep that intact. Now, the red day is going to come. That's for sure. Don't want to speak it into existence, but it's going to come. And it's a matter of making sure that it's not minus $3,000 or $4,000. Keep it tight. Lose $400 or $500. Take it to the chin. Come back tomorrow. But hopefully that red day is not today. And if it is, hopefully it's on the account that we're not caring about as much, But yeah, solid month. I even traded on a Sunday with the war news. Got to take advantage of the volatility, and we made 290. So didn't have one yesterday, so it's not going to be a full calendar. That's pretty rare. But either way, solid week last week. No need to jump on it today. I made 4.5K last week between all my accounts. I don't need to rush in on a Monday and try to just keep on pushing if it's not there. I can afford to be patient because I've made some good money last week. It's not like I'm in a desperation mode of like, come on, I need to find money. I need to make money. I need to take trades. Slow and steady. Playing for Fridays. Always trying to just focus on by end of week. I like to have some nice solid trades, couple of red days, no big red days. Stack that together every week. We'll be golden by the end of the month, every month. So today's trades are irrelevant as long as they're not big red. We'll bounce back. We'll come back the next day, find the winner. Do it again the next day, find the winner. All right. So hopefully I'll see you guys on ASFX TV. We'll do these pre-market streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Reminder for anyone else that's going to join ASFX TV this week. We have afternoon streams if you can't make the full New York one, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 o'clock Eastern. So make sure you tune back in later this afternoon at 1 o'clock. And if you can't make either of the streams or you have to leave early, work, whatever, they are posted, the replays here. So tune in. If you got to leave, you can come back and watch. What did they take? Or I took the same trade. What were they seeing? Or I missed this trade. Why did they take it? You can go back and watch the replay. As well as I have daily YouTube videos coming out, pretty much recapping all the days, right? Even if it doesn't look like it, there's trades from every day within here, right? Making a video about it. So keep up on those as well. That's like 9 minutes, 10 minutes at most. But let's have a good week. I'll be around if you have any questions. Always send them in the ASFX TV chat. Hold yourself accountable. Let's keep it tight this week. FOMC on Wednesday, like I said. So let's just have a good one. Trade smart, and we'll be good. I've been noticing MNQ respecting New York view up than ES. Do you find this be the norm in the past years? I would not say that. No, I think they're both the same. Been noticing that NQ respects New York view up better than MES? Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I mean, I don't have any hard facts on that. I think they both respect it the same. So if you have that opinion, that's fine. I don't have that one. I mean, normally they run together too. So it's like you go back to Thursday's trade real quick. When Thursday was, I know it's just one day. Thursday was clean. That ES here, clean bounce off New York at 952. At 952 on my NQ trade, that's this here. You can see the pullback didn't quite come to New York VWAP. So I missed it, right? That bounce. But then it comes back later on here and bounces right off of it, that they're normally running together. I'm not really short on NQ and long on ES, right? They're going to probably hold quite nicely. But I know here on this trade, maybe this is what you're also referring to, NQ held this beautifully, where on ES at this time, it did break above its New York. Randy was in that trade, but then it came back down. So I'm sure there's some different variables for sure. But to say like it always respects it better, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. But good question. Todd, what's up? Thank you. Thank you. Well, all right, chat. I'll see you guys on AceFX TV. Fire it up. First month free. You get everything for free. Come on here. Get it ripped. Make yourself known in the chat. Don't just, I mean, you could sit there in the dark if you want. But Chris, Michael, Ian, Adam, Ben, everybody. Ask questions. Put your trades in the chat if you want. Send a markup of trades you took, what you're looking at. Get some feedback. Hold yourself accountable, right? So that's what the whole point is, to be surrounded by everyone else. So I'll see you guys in there in just a minute. Austin's firing it off right now. Let's have a good week.